After a pair of seasons with a combined 10 wins, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have turned this team around and are just one victory away from being crowned Super Bowl champions. But in all the noise around their run game, their spectacular defensive front, and their all-pro tight end, one player has flown under the radar: Kyle Shanahan's secret weapon, Deebo Samuel. Welcome into another Thinking Football film study. Today, we're going to be looking at how the 49ers rookie wide receiver has emerged as a bona fide playmaker. Including the playoffs, Samuel has totaled 1,098 scrimmage yards in 17 games as a perfect complementary piece. Shanahan loves to get Deebo involved in the run game. In the Week 17 matchup versus Seahawks for the number 1 seed, 3 plays after this 30-yard catch, Kyle Shanahan calls on his secret weapon. This time, running a hard play-action counter right with the fullback Kyle Juszczyk reversing field and lead blocking for Deebo around the end. Shanahan's play design and the offense's perfect execution clears a running lane to give Deebo a chance to the end zone. Once again, 19 shows incredible open field ability and makes two Seahawks eat turf on his way to 6. What's special about this play design is the misdirection not only from the backfield, but from the entire line of scrimmage. Instead of the normal man blocking scheme you tend to see teams run on an end around, Shanahan makes every player on the play side pinch towards the middle of the field. Because the Seahawks are playing man, the corner on Sanders steps inward with them as he cracks down on a linebacker. KJ Wright is baited into the middle by Kittle as he reach blocks Clowney and pins him into the back of his lineman. Because Bradley McDougal gets faked so bad by Juszczyk's reverse, he ran into Joe Staley, leaving Juice free to sprint downfield and fold Shaq Griffin like a deck chair with a great cut block. Deebo then simply tiptoes to the sideline, spins the safety, and walks into the end zone. 19 finished the day in Seattle with 4 first downs on 5 catches, 135 scrimmage yards, and a touchdown. Here's the play again in Week 14 against the Saints. With 4:22 left in the game and San Francisco leading by 2, Samuel gets the ball on the end around and again runs down the left sideline, following a lead block by George Kittle for 31 yards. Kyle Shanahan again uses his special sauce in the NFC Championship. This time, Deebo was able to pick up another 32 yards, which leads to this Mostert touchdown just 2 plays later. This run call has gone for 93 yards on 3 carries. Here's more wizardry by the way Shanahan uses Deebo. First motioning Deebo in a bunch left, then sending Sanders on a jet motion, faking the handoff to him and giving inside to Deebo Samuel, who burned Luke Kuechly into an early retirement, going 20 yards untouched into the end zone. To some, Deebo's ability to run won't be new news. Over his 4 seasons at South Carolina, the 5'11", 215-pound Samuel ran the ball 25 times and scored 7 touchdowns, reaching the end zone every 3.6 carries. But a wide receiver's main job is to catch the ball. Shanahan utilizes Samuel's skill set to perfection in the 49ers passing game. Tailoring the scheme to use 19's breakaway speed and great technical route running has turned him into a big play machine. With 3 100-yard games this season, Deebo has shown he can produce a lot from just a few touches. In each of his 300-yard games, most he touched the ball was just 8 times. Samuel has shown phenomenal ability once the ball is in his hands. As a result, Shanahan loves to get him the ball fast. Running quick underneath routes and any form of crossers allows Deebo to use his 4.4 speed and outrun anybody matched up against him. Because he's so clean with his routes, he doesn't often have to make contested catches, but when called upon to do so, he delivers. Check out this pass that Jimmy G should have absolutely not have thrown, but Samuel keeps his focus despite being hugged by the corner and plucks the ball out of the air. Samuel's 802 receiving yards puts him in second behind Kittle for most on the team. In an interview, Samuel credited 2 coaches for helping him become more of a technician on his routes: 49ers receiving coach and MDMA enthusiast Wes Welker, and offensive quality control coach Miles Austin. The 2 combined for 1,264 catches, 15,197 yards, and 87 receiving touchdowns in 25 total seasons. Not a bad duo to learn from. Samuel is ranked 4th amongst rookies in receiving yardage and has proven to be an integral part of the Niners' offense. Shanahan clearly trusts him, having amassed 22% of red zone targets this season. When he's out wide, he's got the ability to beat most corners one-on-one. When he's in the backfield, he looks like a premier running back, and has the speed to outrun any linebacker in the league. Shanahan has utilized Deebo's skill set to perfection this season, and I expect him to play a huge role in a matchup with KC this coming Sunday. And if you're a betting person looking for unexpected Super Bowl MVPs, you might find some pretty good value in Deebo Samuel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you need more football, check out our videos breaking down the magic of Patrick Mahomes and how the 49ers front seven generates pressure.